A border that's barely there. This is South Africa's northern boundary, a meager wire fence, its first defense of sovereignty as its citizens rage against illegal immigration. So this is the border fence, and this is no man's land, dividing South Africa from Zimbabwe, and people are clearly moving between the two very easily. How are you?
I'm fine.
Are you coming from Zim?
Yes.
When did you come? So it's very casual.
I don't want illegals in our country. I don't want these sort of people that they're calling themselves asylum seekers and refugees. I don't want them in our country, and I'm not afraid to say it. I don't want illegal foreigners in my country, in the land of my fathers, and somehow we're supposed to feel guilty for saying that. But it's the truth, isn't it? I don't want anyone illegal living in South Africa doing exactly what they want. It's not about hate for these people. I don't care enough about them to hate them. But my problem is this: why are they in my country illegally, and why do they think they can just come in and do whatever they want?
Go home. Halagan huis toe gaan. Abahambe.
This is about love for my country, not about hate for these people. I just want them out. Out of my country, out of our beloved South Africa, and out if you're here illegally. And this is about patriotism.
Me to break the city of my people, the country of my people. So you must learn our laws. You must learn our laws. Once you have done that, we can talk. Thank you. There is economy in informal sector. Do not listen to them when they say there's no money. If this shop alone can make R1 million per day, how much more if our people were taking this opportunity? It's your opportunity. We're closing them down. It's up to you what you do.
The foolish media and the foolish news channels, these sort of people want us to believe that we're all xenophobic, apparently, for wanting these people out of our country. Since when? Since when have South Africans been xenophobic? Since when have South Africans hated other Africans? That's actually not a thing. That is something that people say in the news. But when we stand up for our country and say that we love South Africa and don't want foreigners here doing whatever they want, sneaking over the fence, you're a xenophobic person. No, madam, no leftist wingnut. I am a patriot, and comes from the idea of love for the father. That's why they call it the fatherland. This is the land of my fathers and my fatherland. You can't now say people can walk in whenever they want. It is not xenophobic to love your country. We love our country and are devoted to it, and we do not love illegals more than we love South Africa. If you dare, buy us a coffee. The link is in the description.
In KZN, various political groups are expected to take part in a March and March protest in Durban. They're calling for action against undocumented foreign nationals.
So we're here to say that we're tired of being invaded, because this is an invasion. And if the government doesn't act as quickly as they should be, it's going to be a very, very big problem.
We are patriots. This is not about xenophobia. It's about patriotism. They want us to ignore the Zamazamas who are coming over the fence, stealing the natural resources of this country and causing problems in the communities that they are now in, perpetrating crimes, and we're supposed to be somehow okay with that. These people come here pretending to be asylum seekers and bring their bad habits and their bad practices to this country. And we are overrun by people we don't know and don't even understand. They build shacks and squatter camps for themselves wherever they please, and they commit crimes, and you can't even track a person like this because they have no ID document. You don't have their records in any way. Our policy at the border should be soldiers at the ready, dogs on the prowl, and guns out. You can't walk into South Africa like you're walking into a public park. It's ridiculous. Soldiers at the ready, dogs on the prowl, and guns out. Now you want to inject people we don't even understand, don't even want here, and that are here illegally? You are destabilizing the country. You have to ask, is this being done on purpose? There is certain trust that develops naturally among people who have shared values and a shared history, even though we've had our problems with each other, we are still countrymen. We are proud of our country, and because we're proud of our country, we won't apologize for that. South Africa must now be shared with these people who have had their freedom for decades. This is ridiculous. The Republic of South Africa is its own country and should be protected as such. It is not some place you can just walk in whenever you want, and the government lets people do this for some reason. To love one's country is not hate. What we want is law and order. They are taking out the soul of our nation and just gutting it out, hollowing it out. They are taking the soul of our nation and saying it doesn't matter. There is nothing to do here. They're making the idea of a nation state in South Africa empty.
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
Babe, Baetsa, the march and so forth. Let's all of us do the right thing. Habaetsa Bialo, they are also contributing towards social tensions between our citizens and foreign nationals who are living here or have taken refuge here.
What they're trying to do is centralize the thought and all belief and all fidelity and all loyalty towards the government, because we have no sense of who we are as a South African person and as South African people. And at that stage, you're not really a country, because your first loyalty is not to your country, it's to the government. And that's the wrong order. When you bring in foreigners like this, you dilute the sense of who South Africans are. And when the idea of the country is dissolved or watered down, the only idea that matters is that of the one who rules, because the one that makes the rules has the power, and we have no sense of shared values. They are diluting the soul of this country and what it means to be a country, and they are doing it on purpose. The natural love for our country is not xenophobic. It is to protect the idea of a country and protect our own freedom, because we have shared values here and we are a state.
Hundreds of people have come out to support the March and March protest here in Durban, and here the message is that they are still against illegal foreign nationals being in the country, and they are trying to press the government to do something about foreign nationals.
Even across different political parties, we are united in the fact that we want illegal immigrants out of this country, and we continuously keep being provoked by them, and our government is not acting. Instead, they want to point at us as the people that need to treat them well. What about their behavior? They're not highlighting how a foreign national is supposed to behave in another country. They're not supposed to be doing all of this that we're seeing here. Our streets are dirty, our resources are stretched. We can't even enjoy the freedom that people died for in our own country because other people have problems in theirs. It's time for them to go and fight for their own country in their own countries.
We are not some sort of public park for Africans and anyone else who wants to come here and traffic children and fund terrorism and push drugs. There is now a fear that we are supposed to have developed at being called a xenophobe. We should not fear being called xenophobes. What we should fear is our country being invaded, because that's exactly what is happening. This is a soft invasion of South Africa, and it's becoming a bit more than soft.
Gqompho City non-profit organizations and residents in the Eastern Cape are expected to take to the streets to demonstrate their disapproval of the violation of South Africa's sovereignty. This follows the coronation of a Nigerian man, Solomon Ogbono Eziko, a Nigerian Igbo king.
We shouldn't be afraid to be considered people who aren't nice. Just because you say you don't want illegal immigrants here, people want you to be afraid of not being a nice or a good person. What is not good is letting lawlessness take over your country and people sell drugs and tainted snacks to your children. We will not be sacrificed on the altar of nice.
This is Sparta!
It is unmanly to want to be nice more than you want to do what is right and say what is right. If you're going to be a foreigner and in this country, be here legally. Come here the right way. What's happening in South Africa today is a free-for-all of millions of people Every kind of person, every vagabond, fiend and criminal is coming in doing whatever they want. People that walk into South Africa today, we don't even know who they are and where they come from or where they're going. It's not going to work. It will only destroy your country. And you cannot let your country be destroyed because you don't want to be called xenophobic.
Heartbreak and anger were palpable as the bereaved families struggled to come to terms with their losses. 2-year-old Lesedi Mahalimele passed away on Saturday, while 4-year-old Tabiso Mzima died on Sunday. It is alleged the minors fell ill after consuming snacks bought from a local spaza shop.
Go home. Halakan haistukan. Abahambe.
Tabiso asked me for 1 rand. He went to the spaza shop and came back eating snacks. He went on to tell me that he is thirsty. I gave him water. He started showing dizziness when he tried to stand up. He told me that he is feeling hot and tired. I undressed him. He told me that he is feeling pains on his chest and his back part. He fell down and started rolling his eyes while vomiting.
The children's deaths have sparked outrage in the area, with angry residents demanding permanent removal of spaza shops.
Remember, they are illegal here. They are illegal. They don't have land. They don't have stands. Now, to deal with this situation is so very easy.
We are patriots, and it goes all the way back to the great empires of any continent, actually, of any kingdom, and it is the absolute duty of every man to make sure he stands up for his country. He stands up for his people, because the failure to do so is unmanly, effeminate, and completely disgusting. South Africa is undergoing a soft invasion. According to NGOs and the media, we're just supposed to stand back and let it happen. See the land of our fathers destroyed, hollowed out, and wrecked from the inside out.
The link, as we are stocking from the wholesaler, we try to clean, we try to hold the handling, but to check it in and out, how it is healthy, we don't have a fact. We don't have that experience to check it. But we will take a responsibility. Why we are taking a responsibility, the food poisons is killing the kids. We know where we are going. Even I say to them, if the Zimbabwe is killing, they must insurance the family because of the wholesalers we are going to handling them. Where they are stocking the product, we must handling them from the product. They're the way that we are going to be say we will take the responsibility. They are the one who give us the trouble to in this issue.
Police are still awaiting post-mortem and toxicology results, which will determine the exact cause of death.
Isn't it any wonder that people who are wanting to let the soft invasion happen are the same NGOs very involved in working with these communities? The same communities they get paid to serve. We're letting a soft invasion take place, and South Africa is expected to be some sort of homeless shelter. Squatter camps pop up and the soft invasion continues. Whole streets of Johannesburg city center are overtaken by foreigners. We're just supposed to just stand back and let that happen. Are we supposed to let the land of our fathers be taken over? Are we supposed to sit back and let that happen and be nice people? And everywhere you go, you are surrounded by foreigners. You see them on TV. You see funny faces on TV, in TV adverts. Hardware stores all over townships are run by people from Pakistan or some other place. Everywhere you go, the soft invasion continues in soft little ways and very graphic ways. What I do have is a problem with people who do not respect this country and do not respect us and want us to back down in the land of our fathers and abandon the common good. Who want us to say that we are no longer South Africans, we're nice people. I don't care about being nice. Let us do the right thing.
What about their behavior? They're not highlighting how a foreign national is supposed to behave in another country. They're not supposed to be doing all of this that we're seeing here. Our streets are dirty, our resources are stretched. We can't even enjoy the freedom that people died for in our own country because other people have problems in theirs. It's time for them to go and fight for their own country in their own countries.
We have to love our country, and we will not import other people's problems to this country. We have enough of our own problems. To see high-powered jobs in government being occupied by foreigners, how disgusting. And I do not want my country undermined by strangers from some godforsaken hole in the ground or a dust bowl where nothing ever happens. They can go and take their troubles with them. It doesn't even matter what the numbers are. If there's 2 million of them, 6 million or 10 million. And it's deeper than that for most South Africans. It's not about disliking someone because he speaks Swahili or any other language. We don't care about that. It's about people undermining the authority of our country and disrespecting us in our own land. We have an identity, we are a people here, and we have a shared history, and people walk around this country and disrespect South Africans in their own country. That's not going to happen. It's the fact that we are being invaded and the love for our country is being turned into some sort of wicked thing. And then on top of that, we are undermined, disrespected in our own country, and we have people taking it over through some sort of soft invasion. What do these people know about the crisp air of the Highveld? What do they know about this country? They just come here now after messing up their own countries and want to disrespect us in our own? God forbid. This is the land of our fathers, and if we don't protect it, who will? As I said, our border policy should be soldiers at the ready, dogs on the prowl, and guns out. We should definitely build that wall and build it high and have drones over it, electric wire, whatever we have to do. We should then, after building a wall, have our dogs and our soldiers and our guns. We should implement an e-verify system where you cannot work unless you're a South African citizen or have special clearance. We should only have people with special skills that come in here because we need those skills. If I was president tomorrow, I would form a big campaign to send everyone back. It would start with special centers in every province, one center in every province, and every illegal immigrant has 3 months from a particular date. They have 3 months to get their affairs in order and report to that repatriation center, and then we send every one of them back. The campaign should last 3 months, and if you are still in this country after that 3 months, there's a military sweep and you will be dealt with very harshly. And if you've been here in this country all that time illegally, you can get the riches that you've accrued by being in this country illegally, and you can still keep them. If you are working, you can keep your money. That's our gift to you. That's how kind we are. We believe in amnesty here. They just have to report and be honest. A center in every province so that they can go within 3 months, report there, and be shipped out with all their belongings, with all their money, and with their entire family. After those 3 months, there should be inspectors that inspect every workplace, every school. Once you've gone on that campaign of repatriating those people, then you loosen the labor laws and the red tape, and you drop the minimum wage completely, and you let people work, and you let South Africans get their jobs and their skills in their own country. And it is disrespectful to ourselves, to our fathers, and to the land of our fathers to let people invade our country in the surreptitious, sneaky way. It is unacceptable, and it shall not be tolerated. 3 months. You report, you gather your stuff, you gather your monies, and you ship out. And if you don't, we will put a boot on your neck. This is about respect. Respect for our country, and respect for our forefathers, and the land of our fathers. Thank you for listening. If you dare, buy us a coffee. The link is in the description.
Magwala, cheche, Hoya Rona, Hoya Rona.